Hello there, welcome back. Now, were you a fan of The Traitors? We certainly were, weren't we?
Yeah, the Scottish castle had its allure. Imagine a sunnier setting nestled in the heart of the Caribbean. Enter ITV's latest series, The Fortune Hotel.
Welcome to the Caribbean. 10 pairs of guests have travelled here from the UK and are about to check in to a unique hotel. £250,000 is up for grabs. All they have to do is find and keep hold of the fortune case. However, our guests should beware. Hidden in another case is the dreaded early checkout card. The couple that ends each day with that case will be packing their bags and leaving the hotel for good. There'll be epic challenges.
Hold on! Oh, you idiot. What are you doing? What?
Intense investigations.
So who's got the money?
I know what's there, and I don't trust that guy.
And thrilling case swaps.
That's my opinion. You need to keep your opinions to yourself.
It's time for sun, sand and secrets at the Fortune Hotel.
Oh,
I've got goosebumps just looking at that.
And here to tell us all about this brand new series is host Stephen Mangan. Good morning.
Hello, hello.
It looks so good.
Oh, it's so exciting.
We've seen the first one and we're already in. We're gripped. Tell us about it. What's the format?
Well, yeah, you saw there's 10 pairs of contestants, and they're not necessarily, you know, husband and wife,
No.
whatever. There's best mates, there's mother
Mum,
and daughter.
yeah.
And they're each given a case. Each couple is given a case. One case has £250,000 in it, and one case has the early checkout card. You get the early checkout card, you're going home. So there's all sorts of epic challenges involving speedboats and beaches and climbing, you know, all over the town. It was very, very exciting. Just a thrill.
So at some point, at the end of each day, they're going to decide whether to change and swap the case or keep their case.
Yeah. We meet in the bar, and depending on how you've got on that day in the challenge is the swapping order.
Right, OK,
Because you want to be swapping last.
And it's Lady Luck Bar,
Yeah.
so it's like this place that they go to, and you tell them who to swap, don't you?
Well, you know, they can decide sometime. I mean, you know, there's all sorts of... No one can relax too much because things change up, but you have to try and work out who has the money, and you have to decide, are you going to try and get the money now? Is it, if you hold on to your case, are you giving away the fact you've got the money? You know, it's a sort of psychological...
So if you're sitting there thinking at home, going, how would I play this? Right, I want to identify where the case is, but I don't want it till towards the end, so no one will be thinking, and then I'll get it with a couple of days left to go to win the money or whatever.
Yeah, your first priority is not to go home.
So
partly because you're in the Caribbean. You don't want to be... you know, and this is just a glorious hotel.
Yeah, what was it about the month in the Caribbean that attracted you to this job?
In November.
In November, Stephen.
November is a tough month not to be in the UK, isn't it? We all love it. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's ridiculous. We took over this entire hotel resort.
That's the view this morning if you're at the Fortune
live
Hotel.
there.
Yeah, it's probably quite early in the morning. That pool is 100 metres long. It's...
Goodness me.
I would do a couple of widths every day.
And what was it like for you when you were doing it? Did you know who'd got the money in what case, and did you get it right? Like, are you any good at playing the game yourself?
Oh, well, there's so many different aspects to it, because you have to be good at the challenges. It's not just about, like, trying to, you know, be cool and put people off the scent about whether you have the money. The challenges really matter in how the game is played. I don't know. I'm at my poker... I didn't want to know who had the money.
OK.
Because I'm grilling them all, like, why have you done that? Why have you swapped with it? And I just didn't want to lead anyone, because it's a life-changing amount of cash.
It is.
And I don't want to be the one that sends someone down, oh, Stephen said this about them, they must have the money.
Yeah, of course.
So I very much just sort of... I did try and work out who had it, and I was wrong most of the time.
Were you?
Yeah. It's very hard. People are clever, you know.
Well, there's also, like, people with all different jobs in there as well. So there's, like, the barrister, the investigator. Do you think that helps?
I don't know. I think if you go in... I mean, we did have a barrister.
Yeah.
And I think as soon as you meet someone and they say they're a barrister, people are like, oh, he's going to be good. He's going to see right... Because that's his job, is cross-examining people. So I think sometimes slipping under the radar can help.
Is the best way to do it.
So a few of the contestants don't give away what they do necessarily. They sort of play their cards close to the chest, a bit more shrewd.
We had a couple of contestants who blatantly lied about what they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's no rules about sort of telling the truth or not? You can be that deceiving?
The rules are, you know, you do what you need to do and to try and win the money. But obviously, as soon as someone knows that you've lied about something, suddenly no one trusts you. It's a really interesting game. You sort of want people's trust, but you sometimes have to lie because that's what the game is. Yeah, it's a mind melt.
And your role, how do you go about this? Because when we see Claudia when she's doing Traitors, there's something very sort of almost sinister and arch about how she does it. She really feels like she's there manipulating the drama. How did you get on with that?
I can't do that. I can't do that. And if people, because it got a bit spicy at times.
Did it?
Well, you know, people are under pressure and they're suddenly discovering people are saying things in the heat of the moment. And I want to jump in and go, hey, God, it's all right, everyone calm down. But of course, you know, I can't. That's not my job.
No, you want it to kind of explode even more, actually.
And also, you're with these people, you know, you're with these contestants for 3 or 4 weeks. I was gutted every time somebody went home because, you know, it's, you know, what a difference it could make, that sort of money. And you get to know them and you get to really like, this is a fantastic group of people.
So it's on basically every night at 9 o'clock on ITV and it's going Monday to Thursday?
Yeah, it starts tonight at 9 and it's on tomorrow night at 9, Wednesday night, because I think the joy of the show is you just want to... You watch one episode, you want to see what happens the next one. So we didn't want people to have to wait a whole week.
No.
So it's on, every, you know, 4 nights this week and 4 nights next week.
It sounds so thrilling. I mean, in amongst all this, you're filming in another beautiful location at the moment because there's been
life.
I know. My life isn't always like this.
The cast of The Split have been reunited for a special.
Yes, we're doing...
So excited about this, Stephen. Love this series.
That's good to hear. Yeah, we're doing 2 more. We thought it was over. We thought that was it for The Split, but the BBC have come back and we're doing 2 one-off episodes that are set in Barcelona. So...
do you literally only work now if it's somewhere really sunny?
I'm thinking of maybe putting that clause into my contract. Yeah. I know, I mean, I'm very lucky. Those are 2 great jobs.
And what was it like getting everyone back together again? Was it like sort of bringing on a nice pair of slippers or something?
We do feel like a family, you know, because we did 3 series together. And it's quite, you know, traumatic stuff you're dealing with because it's about divorce and, you know, all that stuff. So to see everybody again, a joy,
Yeah.
And it's not just the acting, though. Now you're hosting quiz shows, you're hosting portrait artists, you're doing all... I mean, it feels like your options are exploding, Stephen.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, isn't it? Because often... you know, you do work over a period of time, then everything seems to come out at once, so it can feel like... But yeah, I mean, I'm very, you know, to get to go to Barcelona and do The Split, to get to go to the Caribbean, I mean, that's... How lucky am I? It's ridiculous.
And you're doing a new radio show for Radio 4 as well, called The Islanders.
The Island, that's, Desert Island Discs.
Right, but it's part Desert Island Disc, part meets Lord of the Flies.
Yeah. Well, you know, on Desert Island Discs, you know, you're sent to an island and you take your 8 records with you and your luxury items. So the idea of this comedy show is that all those celebs have actually been sent to this same island.
They're all there.
And it's all gone a bit feral and a bit Lord of the Flies. Sandy Toksvig is kind of the ruler and everyone's terrified of her.
Who's got the conch?
Well, Hugh Bonneville.
Hugh
Bonneville's gone a bit rogue. He's in the river trying to catch salmon with his top off. He's sort of lost his mind.
I love the idea of it.
Sounds amazing.
Sounds great.
So that was fun to do, yeah.
Brilliant.
Wow, you're having a ball.
I am having a ball.
Stephen, thank you for coming in. We'll look forward to watching the show tonight and then stripped across this week till Thursday and then next week as well. It's going to be great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
The loose way, but you looked a lot happier when you didn't win than Judy did. Judy's face was a picture.
Wasn't it?
It was a picture.